Today I had a really good piece of damage, and that's the offending article.
Hi folks and welcome back. It's been a while for the Pilgrim Sumo, and today we start off with the exhaust bobbins that broke up on our way to the Caterham Iberian Championship a few months ago, and repair Grandad's emergency little light. So let's go.
I'll soon join
it.
That when I get home.
The next morning.
Well, the bit of wire got us home. I've got some bigger exhaust mounts, should do the job. I think those will be better than these little ones, little mini bobbins. These are from a BMW gearbox mount, so I'm sure that won't come off.
Now that that's fixed, let's see Dad fix the little light.
Thought I'd better repair my father's inspection light. If the solder will, there she goes. Mind you, we have smartphones with ruddy torches in them, so probably this is a bit overkill. But anyhow, battery might run out on your smartphone and then you're lost. Oh, come on, finally. Well, that's the battery end. Hopefully it should give light. Yeah! She lasts.
But that's not all, folks. A few months later I had quite a fright whilst driving on the motorway, and I was basically sandwiched by some idiots as I was overtaking. The car just gradually lost power as we were going up a hill. Seconds later the car was fine. A few days passed, same thing happened once more, so we decided to take the plunge and spend around £400 on a new distributor, since we have experienced the exact same symptoms before with my Golf.
Pilgrim's in hospital. Well, a new distributor's coming. New coil is a kit from Burton Power. But at the moment I'm taking all the wiring out and tracing it all to make sure I get the right wirings. Marking everything, removing the ballast resistor, which shouldn't have been there in the first place, but that's my fault.
A few weeks later.
All to the new, so these to come off, ballast resistor out, and of course take this coil out, but it's bolted underneath, so I'm going to put some riv nuts in instead. Anyhow, hopefully the new distributor, vacuumless, even though this old one was a vacuumless one, but it had been modified by a gentleman in England. This one is from Burton's, which they say is just the ticket, with the correct coil for it, just in case. Thank God for riv nuts. They are the best invention. Thing is, you've got to be careful not to overdo it with the smaller ones, and it just rips out the thread. That'll do the job nicely. Right, well, another job. I think before I start though, I better set it to the top dead centre. So we'll do that. Well, I want to make sure it's TDC. Pistons at the top, and I know that this marker here is correct. The little tiny mark on the old, not that you may be able to see it, but just there is a little mark where it fires on number 1. So I think we've got it right. TDC, what little white mark I've got there on the crankcase wheel, matching up with the one on the engine side. So we're in the right spot. Well, the new one's in. Just a bit of wiring for the connections to finish that off. New plugs to go in. Hopefully it'll work.
Before I forget, we also ordered this fuel pressure gauge because the carburetors have been leaking a bit again, despite the full rebuild. But Dad forgot we already had one. when he bought the new fuel pressure regulator, as you will see later on in the video.
Well, reassuring click. Negative. That's the negative from the distributor. And positive. Well, tidy that up a bit later.
Time to take it outside and start it up.
It might start, it might not.
4 pumps.
5 pumps.
Again?
Yeah, just a minute. That was so far the wrong way. Let's see what happens there. Right, go on. Go on again.
No throttle this time.
Yeah, everything. Right, stop.
Too far advanced?
No, I don't think it's advanced at all. Right, go on. Go on. Right, stop.
What's happening?
It just needs advancing, that's all. It's so retarded. Still needs advancing. Probably get electric bringing shot. Just about dead on.
You kidding?
Keep it going.
It's idling by itself.
Yeah, I know. Still 2 or 3 degrees out. So I'm having to turn it so much. Well, that's about 12, I would say that's 12 degrees. And I'm sitting at 13. One more. Can you just let it idle normally, just see what happens? About 800 revs. 800.
It's about 500.
Can you get it to about 850? That's why it seems giving me a wrong reading.
It's on that, you see, between the dots and the thousands.
I'm going to leave it at that. I've got it on about just under 14 there. It just wants retarding a bit. I've got it too much.
It's just right on the...
3. Right, holding at 2,000 revs. Right, you're going to go to 3,000. 4,000, not too long.
Okay.
Go on. Then you go to 4,500.
Okay.
Okay. 32 degrees max. And 36, it shouldn't be any more than 36.
Right.
I'm going to leave it like that because I need to read up about it.
For those who didn't get that, Dad was checking the ignition curve across the rev range. Next is the fuel mixture.
That was weak, too weak. Then if you richen it, it starts to do the same thing. That was about on spot on.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I'm leaving it where it was. Whoa. that one?
It's the one with the
I don't know whether you can...
pipe to the brake.
No, I don't know where I was. Got to leave it for a bit to let it settle down. No. Seems to be better at that. No. Doesn't like any weakening. But he doesn't like any. No. They're all
To be honest, we didn't even bother much with the.
Should have touched it. Just put the ignition on.
Oh, don't tell me we need a new fuel pump.
I have new one.
Yeah.
I'm from the Westfield and that.
But why did it move? If you look at the footage...
It was dead on, yeah. Unless it's got a bit of dirt in the
pipe?
Where it goes into the pressure thing. No, it was dead on through before. When you film that, that's lower.
Yeah, what the heck is happening now? Jesus.
Can you hear the pump?
Yeah, the pump is working.
No, listen to the pump.
That's different, yeah.
Well,
that's a new thing.
ready?
It's not exactly free.
Right.
That's weird. We had nothing to lose, so we tried the old one on. Go on. Free dead.
That was where it was when it was...
I know.
It's not making that funny noise.
Yet, because it's not warm. All that's left to do is to go for a test drive.
A few days later.
That's the first time I've ever done that. What a lovely day. And she's running well. Running pretty damn well. There's no loss in power. When I initially felt those symptoms, back to normal. I don't know, it feels a bit sprightlier. Maybe it's just my hopeful mind. Also gives me a chance to see if the pressure is up. The engine's up to temperature. Good. Maybe the fuel pump's not the reason. Right, let's get back on the road. Very happy. But let's see if it gets to mon chic. That's the real test. When we get to the higher bits. Wow, it's warm. I don't know if the limited slip diff has a tendency to bite on sudden accelerations. Yeah. Check the pressure. No, still fine. Let's go back home. And that is it, folks. All seems hunky-dory so far. Even while I was editing, Dad took it out and had no issues, which is good news. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything and it truly helps with the growth of this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye!